Does anyone have a story they're dying to share?
No, but I wanted to talk about our thoughts on the movie Gone since we watched it.
I'm more concerned about the movie Split.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually want to know what you guys think about that too.
I literally said to myself, "Oh yeah, this is pretty good. I'd watch this again." And then the minute he started eating somebody, I was like, "Never mind."
Spoilers.
So that's a no for me.
No,
That's fair.
seriously, like the image of him just like bent over her stomach, like, and then like the other one where she like gets pulled back. I'm like, I can't.
Well, just
can't
like
get it
her
out of my
looking at
brain.
her, just like eyes
Yeah.
dead, you know, just like stomach, just
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
Gross.
It was.
I mean,
too
I really
much.
liked it, but yeah, and like after a few days of like dealing with those traumatic images, I'm like, okay, that was pretty good. I'd have to close my eyes for those parts if I ever wanted to watch it again. But
yeah. Yeah, because it's a very good movie. James McAvoy is a very good actor.
oh my gosh, he does so good.
Gosh, I was blown away by his performance, and I think that's why I like the movie so much.
And the way
Yeah.
that he was just like able to go into one character into the next.
Yeah, like
Into the
so
next.
seamlessly.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Very
true
crazy.
testament to his acting abilities.
And the like his ability to even like come up with 7 different ways to like, you know, be that character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because like, you know, he had like the cool dude that was just like liked doing art and fashion and
Barry.
whatever.
Oh yeah, Barry.
That can't happen. I told them that I wanted to spend the session with you today.
And then he had the like really intense, just like no, like,
Dennis?
cut the crap type.
Color coded these. Use a blue bottle for the floor and the pink bottle for the ceramic surfaces.
And then he had like Patricia.
It's good. It's got paprika in it.
And then like Hedwig.
My name's Hedwig. I have red socks.
Mm-hmm.
To like bounce between all of them and then but do it perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, ugh, it's pretty
Well,
good.
and like it impressed me that it was not only like his voice, but like even all of his mannerisms, like the walk, the way he like carried himself, and even in his face. Because for me, as soon as he would go to be Dennis, I knew it immediately because he was like there was like a furrowing in his brow.
Yes, an eyebrow crease.
But
right here.
any of the other characters did not have that. So I was like, how does he do that? I don't know. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Telling
Wild.
you, he's so good. He's so good. And I wanted to talk about it too because we're talking about movies today. But the quote that I always go to from that movie is "Rejoice."
Rejoice!
My friends and I used to do that all the time after the movie came out.
Also,
gosh.
I feel like we didn't talk about Anya Taylor-Joy's
Performance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
was very good.
Yeah.
And to like when he's like dancing and doing like, you know, Hedwig's little dance.
Yes.
You know? And she just is like looking at him like I would just like lose it.
Yeah.
You know? She's just like sitting there concerned and you
Yeah.
can tell she's concerned.
Yeah.
Like she's like, there was a window and now there's no window and now I have no way out. And she's like,
She retained
Scared.
her composure.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was so good.
She was very quick too. Like I don't know if you noticed in the beginning, she told the girl to pee herself,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, how do you even think about that? But it's because of her experiences.
Mhm.
So I'm like, man, like
And it didn't
Such a
really
good
end
character.
happy
No, not really.
no, it didn't.
because
There was-
she
and
ended
there was,
up
like-
having to go back to her uncle anyway.
Yeah, and then he didn't even get caught. Like
No,
he was still at large. So it's like
Doesn't go back to her uncle because of that cop. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's a
that's
sequel.
what they were like alluding to, and I was
Yeah.
like, please come on.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I think
could
you guys-
kinda tell the cop like understood something.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I think you guys could watch the second movie now that you know kind of what to expect with that character. Because the second movie also brings over the characters from Unbreakable, aka Bruce Willis's character, who thinks he's unbreakable. Like he thinks he's some superhero that is just not vulnerable to anything. And then Glass is Samuel L. Jackson's character, who is paralyzed, but he thinks that he has powers too. And so they put them all three into like a facility, and that's the second movie.
Oh boy.
I want to know how accurate that depiction is of his like his mental
His DID.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, as far as I could be way off because like I remember stuff from years ago could be
Mhm.
different, but like I remember in psychology we watched a movie. What is that movie? It's very famous. It was like the first one done with like split personalities.
Oh, which one is it? I think I saw it too.
I can't remember, but she only had like 3 different
Yeah.
personalities. So like as far as him having like 23, I don't think that's like real at all. I don't think you can have that many. But as far as like not remembering things, and I think that's accurate, and like acting
And
different.
then like having like those personalities or whatever, like protecting the one person, is that accurate? Or is that just kind of like him protecting himself from his like own emotion?
Well, I think dissociation, and then correct me if I'm wrong, is just our brain's coping mechanism through trauma, and so like we put up this like wall to kind of protect ourselves, and so that's why that's in the name, like dissociative identity, because it's how he coped with things as a child and obviously into his adulthood. But yeah, I don't think 23.
Personalities is
24.
It's a
Yeah,
lot. And to have, I don't know, I agree to some extent where like your brain can do a lot, and if you like believe in something so much, it could make it true. But at the same time, to be able to have like the ability that he had of like being able to run fast and like break the bars apart, I just feel like that's too much. Like I don't feel like that's
I mean,
possible.
yeah, it might have been stretched a little bit, but if you think about like people who are on like adrenaline, high adrenaline, the things that they do, like
I
they're
guess
pretty
that's true.
wild. So like if he somehow was able to like tap into that side of the body, the mind that would like allow him to like always have that, I guess maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, it probably stretched it, but
Yeah.
But it's also like doesn't make sense. Sorry, I'm like going.
no,
on
it's okay.
because I'm, like,
You get it out.
I'm like
Get it
work
out.
through it.
I know. I'm pretty sure I just have so many things because like I just need to like be okay with the movie.
Yeah.
It just the fact that he was able to go so quick, like change so many times within like a span of like a couple minutes, you know, from one person to the next person. That's like terrifying in a way, and like,
I don't
it
think
doesn't
that's
make
how that
sense.
works normally.
Yeah, like they're fighting over like
Yeah.
the being the person, you know, but like it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, in the movie that like the movie that they did forever ago, it's like a black and white film, like it's old, and it was like based on the first studies they were doing of this. I'm pretty sure that they're not aware that like there's another personality. It's just that like they like wake up and there's lapses in their memory, and they're like, I don't know, I just don't remember, but they're not aware of like the other
Because they
personalities.
dissociated
Yeah.
from it. Yeah.
So that's something that is probably not quite accurate.
But I wonder if it's a representation of the brain's internal battle with
Could
those
be.
identities. So
I mean, yeah, like
Wow.
there's a lot of like metaphor, and like just the way they portrayed it was just very interesting to think about, while maybe not super accurate, but
yeah.
Hey everybody, you're listening to Discussions with Heidi, Nat, and Kim.
We're 3 sisters who talk about anything and everything while playing trivia.
we can't promise we'll always stay on topic, but we can promise we'll always be safe for work. Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do we need to talk about Gone, or we talked about Split?
No, I mean, we could just talk about, I just wanted to talk about how bad of a movie it was, but we can get into that another time.
yeah.
Because I do want to say Amanda Seyfried did a good job portraying the character that she did, but it was just,
you know,
the writing was sloppy.
I liked it up until the end.
Yeah, it was just a
Like,
little bit of a
Up
letdown.
until she like fought the serial killer or whatever, the killer. It just was like that's it,
yeah.
you know. But other than that, I was like, I kind of like that she stuck it to the cop at the end, where she was like, I don't know, it's all in my head, you know, like I can't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that I liked, but it was like the lead up to that point, and then to have it all just be like a big like letdown was disappointing.
Yeah.
I feel like it was the opposite. So like we watched Gone first. Okay, I'll finish this down with the trivia. we watched Gone First, and I feel like I was so hyped up, and like they did the climax so well, but then there was like such a big letdown. But then in Split, for me, it was almost the opposite. Like, yeah, there was like that rising and that climax, and like I was like scared and nervous, but not to the extent of the other one until it was like in the thick of it. And then I was like, it was like way more than I thought it was gonna be, and it just completely took me off guard
Yeah.
and like traumatized me a little bit.
It was like a waterfall of like,
Yeah.
what is that? Yeah. And I like thrillers. You guys know this. And so I was overanalyzing every little thing in the Gone movie. And it had
Oh,
so
yeah,
much potential.
The way that they just like threw in the cop, the detective.
I'm so not over that. I'm sorry. Like I was actually thinking, I told Jeff, I was like, did he get fired like midway through the movie and they had already filmed it and they didn't want to refilm?
He came back at the end.
But they could have
Yeah.
filmed that before.
I don't
But
know
then,
what
because then all of a
happened.
sudden, oh, he's not here because he's taking care of his mom.
No, for me, it looked like they like had this whole story written, and then they were like, "Oh wait, but there's no like red herring, you know?
Mhm.
Like it's just all straightforward." So they're like, "Oh, we gotta like backwrite like somebody to like look suspicious."
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like the movies where like the bad guy, like the thrillers where
Mhm.
the bad guy is somebody that you know, but like you'll
don't
never
expect.
guess.
Yeah.
And to have like the bad guy in this one be some like random guy, you know, that was just like okay, like
Yeah.
it was just so dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't that random to her, I guess, because he would go into the place where she worked
that's
and
true.
eat and stuff.
Yeah, because he was scoping her out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
it's
sketchy
true.
part.
Anyway, all right.
We
well,
can talk about this another
yeah.
time. Yeah.
got a little
Favorite
into
thrillers
it,
for
it's
Halloween
okay.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, today we're gonna be talking about more movie stuff, but this time more about quotes. So we're gonna be naming some of the quotes that we use a lot, or just really good like one-liners.
Should we do trivia first?
Yes, we should.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to go
I'll
first?
go. Mine's I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of rock.
Whoa, Jeff, is that you?
Because okay, I've been listening to my music in the car because Wesley just like doesn't turn on music. He just like sits there in silence, and
My
I
gosh,
don't like
mom
it.
and dad.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Don't even get me started, okay? So finally, I was like, can we like put music on because like I don't want to sit here in silence.
Yeah.
And it's not like we don't talk, but like who wants to talk constantly? Who like can talk
Me and Jeff.
constantly?
Wait,
you know? I don't know.
maybe I'm that person because Colton will ask me to put music on. Maybe I'm just so
Maybe
overstimulated
we're just
though.
like our parents. That's it.
No, but for me, I think it's just sometimes I'm so overstimulated that I'm like, I can't have the kids yelling at us, you trying to talk to me, and the music playing.
That's fair.
It's true.
But
That is
anyway.
fair. Anyway, so I found out that Wesley doesn't like my music. So like we've been listening to my music for the past like month, and then finally I was like, all right, like, do you like my music? And he was like, yeah, it's fine. And I was like, okay, well, what do you want to listen to? So then I remembered that Jeffrey a long time ago gave me a playlist
He
of like
did.
his favorite rock songs that he thought I would like, and I do like them. So I played it, and so that's what we've been listening to because
And he
And
likes
does he like
them.
he
that?
likes the music.
Oh.
For as far as he's told me, he could be lying to me. But anyway, so this is just on my mind.
All right.
So I honestly don't know who this person is, but whatever. Okay. Peter Clack was the drummer in which band? Clack.
Okay. Hit me with it.
AC/DC,
Hmm.
Black Sabbath, Thin Lizzy, Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam?
I'm gonna go with AC/DC.
It is AC/DC.
Of course it is.
He was like one of the first drummers for
Oh.
the band.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know musicians really, I'm gonna be honest. Colton knows a lot about musicians.
I know about the bands that I really care about, but I couldn't
Mhm.
tell you anything.
Well,
Yeah.
straight up, I could like the band and just know none of their songs. Like that's just kind of how it goes for me.
Hmm.
Like I like Taylor Swift. Do I know all the names of her songs? No. When you like quote something and be like, "What song is that?" I couldn't tell you, but I would say I know who it's from, like who it is.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, that's just kind of how it is for me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, back to the
All
topic.
right, Heidi, hit us with a with a quote.
Okay. So we just recently watched Harry Potter 2, and my favorite quote in that is, "Can we panic now?"
Can we panic now?
Oh my
Ron.
god.
I forgot about that.
It makes me laugh.
I haven't
every
watched
time.
those movies in forever. I need to watch them.
I love Ron.
No.
But along with it is when they go into the Chamber of Secrets and Gilderoy Lockhart's in it, and like the spell backfires, and so he like loses his memories
yeah.
and whatever, and so like he's sitting on the floor and he's like, "What an odd little space" or something, and he's like, "Do you live here?"
Do you live here?
Oh yeah.
It makes me laugh. And then it's like, "No," and then knocks him out.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that movie.
I'm so glad you picked a quote that was like meaningful to you. Like not actually meaningful, just like you thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Because I started writing all those quotes and I was like, wait, did we mean to write like quotes that like really just like hit us in our feels? So in the back I wrote some that I thought were like that, but this is mostly like things that I just thought were funny.
Well, I actually use it sometimes.
Yeah, I thought of
Oh.
quotes of like, I'll just be like living my life, and then the quote will just like fit perfectly, and I'll just like chuckle to myself because I like think it or something, you know. Like for example, what's a good one? Oh, The Grinch. Like every time I'm putting on clothes, ooh, ah, that's it. I'm not going. Like every time.
Every time.
Oh. Ah. That's it, I'm not going.
So
I didn't
love
write
those.
any Grinch quotes. I'm fake.
I did.
Yeah.
Fake fan.
I put the part where he's like going to sit on the little car, and he's like, "You did the right thing."
Oh yeah.
I love it.
You did the right thing.
But the other one I put that I use a lot, I think I've used it on here, is when I say like the airbag's a little slow.
The airbag.
Like I do that for anything that's slow, or if somebody's like taking a while like thinking, I'm like airbag's a little slow.
Airbag's a little slow.
So those are the only two I did from the Grinch.
I always go to the one where he's like jury duty,
Oh,
duty,
yeah.
blackmail, pink slip.
Jury duty, jury duty, jury duty.
He's like,
yeah.
yeah, I do that
I
for
mean,
some
he
reason.
has some awesome ones.
Like the whole movie,
like it.
just
Dinner
cool.
with myself.
Pure
Can't
world
cancel
hunger.
that.
Tell no one.
Yeah. Tell no one. Or is your whatever celebrator running?
Is my Sub-Zero Chilibrator running?
Is your refrigerator ready?
Well, you better go catch it.
And then he laughs.
I know.
Oh man, I'm a
good
fan of
movie.
that kind of humor where you can just
Don't you
laugh
know
at
you're not
yourself.
supposed to take anything that doesn't belong to you?
Oh yeah. What's the matter with you? Some kind of animal?
Gosh, I love that movie.
That's
I love
a
that
good
movie so
movie.
much.
I know. Honestly, I like thought of some quotes that I use a lot, and then I got kind of stuck on like the movies that those quotes were from. So I don't really
Yeah.
have like a very broad range of. I just have like quotes from like a few movies. I feel like.
Well, there are
Oh.
only like a few movies that I actively quote.
Mm.
So
I picked from like my top 5 favorite movies of all time. That's
Mm.
what I was
All
doing.
right, go.
So like,
it.
no, I actually didn't put.
Hmm.
Good.
Yeah, sacrifice that.
Yeah.
It isn't in my top 5 though, so you're right. I just omitted those because I feel like me and Jeff are always quoting them. Anyway, I obviously put down "You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey."
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. I didn't even think of Twilight. I'm so glad you did. That's so funny.
I tell you, it's top 5, and then I also
Oh my
put,
gosh.
"Look, Bella, a worm."
Bella, look. It's a worm.
What?
Kills me every
What is this movie?
You need to watch it.
I don't want to. Just don't want
Did
to.
you do the Bella?
No, because
You did? Oh.
I thought of it afterwards. I was like, of course, I didn't have any room. But like, where the heck have you been, Loca? I
Yeah.
love that quote too. I say that all
So
the time.
funny.
So anyway, yeah, those are my top 2 Twilight quotes. I have a lot in here, but who wants to go next? 'Cause-
Natalie.
Okay. I thought of Nacho Libre when he's like,
Yes.
Chancho, when you are a man, sometimes you wear stretchy pants in your room. It's for
Just for
fun.
fun.
Sometimes you wear stretchy pants.
Yeah. I'll like put on pants, and that's why I think of like, it's for fun.
Well,
It's for fun.
I say, Tina,
Oh,
fat
yeah.
lord, come get your
Come
dinner.
get our dinner.
Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Jack Black is a national treasure. Whoa.
Oh
Cool.
yeah, speaking of national treasure, I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Did you put that one down?
No, I didn't. I
Oh.
just thought about it.
Ooh, that's a whoa. All right. Mine, I picked a movie quote to see if you guys would know this one. I don't know if you guys would know this one.
Probably not.
Okay. So the quote is, in conclusion, may I remind you, it does not say RSVP on the Statue of Liberty. Is it from She's All That, Clueless, 10 Things I Hate About You, or Superstar?
I'm gonna say Clue.
I don't know any of those movies well enough.
Oh,
Good.
She's All That. No, wait, what? What are the options?
She's All That, Clueless, 10 Things I Hate About You, or Superstar. I was hoping that these were movies that you guys have not seen.
She's
a
All
lot.
That.
No, it's not She's All That.
10 Things I
Why?
Hate About You.
I don't know. I don't think they talk about the Statue
No,
of
the
Liberty
last
now.
one, Superstar.
What's your final answer, Heidi?
I'm gonna say Clueless.
It is Clueless.
Dang it!
Yeah, it's
that's
like-
what I
it's-
am. I
it's
had
a-
no idea.
It's a part where she's in her class and she is supposed to be defending something about like immigration, or I don't even know. And she's like, that's how she ends her little speech. In conclusion, may I remind you, it does not say RSVP on the
I love the
statue."
accent that you threw
Well,
in.
because like, so her voice, what's her name? It's escaping me, but she has such a distinct voice, and I cannot do it. So
Conclusion, may I please remind you that it does not say RSVP on the Statue of Liberty.
I'll have to make you guys watch that movie. It's a classic.
I like that movie. I've seen it before.
So
I've
Yeah.
seen all of those movies.
I think I've
except
seen them all. It's
Superstar.
just been forever, or I only watched parts of them. Maybe.
Superstars, okay. I feel like it's only for certain people. It has Will Ferrell in it. So yeah.
Nice.
I don't know. I mean, you guys heard recently I don't watch Will Ferrell movies, so. Anyway, did any of you come up with one from Lord of the Rings? Because I sure did.
I did.
I didn't.
Oh, which one
actually.
did you pick?
Wow.
I picked hold on. Potatoes. Smash them, boil them, put them in a stew.
Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
You know, that one.
Of course, you would pick that one.
I picked
Wh-
that one,
wh-
and also my friends. You bow to no one.
My friends. You bow to no one.
That one makes me
Triggered.
Cry every
I'm
single
sorry.
time.
I've been really emotional today. That was triggering. No, I picked They're Taking the Hobbits to Isengard.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard!
What?
How it's so obvious.
Yeah, because we used to quote it all the time on my mission. Legolas, what do your elf eyes see? And then I would always be like, they're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Yeah. Anyway, good
That's
times.
funny.
Good times. I have a potato one too, though.
I was,
Dude,
that was
Heidi,
very
will- Heidi will
interesting.
Heidi will know this one. What excellent boiled potatoes. We are perfectly able to keep a cook.
What a superbly featured room and what excellent boiled potatoes.
That's from Pride and
I was gonna guess that.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
I think about that quote all the
I
time.
know.
Whenever your
Boiled
dad makes mashed
potatoes.
potatoes, I'm like in my head. What
Um,
excellent boiled potatoes.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Going along with the food theme, the food quote that pops into my head all the time is, "Are you aching? Yup, yup, yup. For some bacon."
Ah, you aching?
Yup, yup.
Oh, some bacon.
Yup, yup.
You can
Yeah.
be a big pig too.
Oi!
So
Yep.
good. So good. There's so many. I have one from My Big Fat Greek Wedding. The man is the head, but the woman is the neck.
Oh yeah.
And she can turn the head whichever way she wants.
But the woman is the neck, and she can turn the head any way she wants.
I love that.
Good one.
So
I have what? Like it's hard?
What, like it's hard?
Oh, I also put a Legally Blonde one. I put the one that where
What,
she's
it's
like,
hard.
exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands. They just don't.
Happy people just don't shoot their husbands.
That's the one I put. Because I go always with the last part of it where happy people just don't shoot their husbands.
You just
Oh.
don't.
I
You just
lied.
don't.
I put another Grinch one. I put
Oh.
when he's like, "Help me, I'm feeling."
Help me! I'm feeling.
Sometimes I get so like half the time I just disassociate, right? So I don't feel anything, and then when I actually like try and stop doing that, then I'm like, ah!
It was.
It's true.
When he's like laying on the floor, he's like, I'm waking.
Yeah.
He's never cried before.
Is it
What a
me?
weirdo.
Yeah,
That's
I
me,
think
right?
it is.
Okay, I did the same thing where I just like picked a quote from a movie, and you have to guess which movie it is. Okay, so the quote is, "Begin each day like it was on purpose." So A, 50 First Dates, B, Groundhog Day, C, Hitch, or D, Saving Private Ryan.
I say
I'm
50 First Dates.
It is Hitch, and I know this because that's also in my like top 10 movies.
Really?
Really, you guys like Hitch?
I like Hitch.
I
don't
know,
like that
Heidi.
movie
We're not
very
going to talk
much.
about that right
I
now.
don't know why. I don't like the chick in it. I don't think.
The chick.
Eva Mendes.
Yeah, didn't she like marry Ryan Gosling?
I don't think they're married, but they've been together for a long time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know what your beef is with her.
Dude, I don't know. Sometimes actresses or actors just like bother me for no reason.
Maybe you need to like dig deep. Just kidding.
Maybe I should go to therapy about that.
No, but I mean, it's your
All right.
prerogative.
Who's got another one?
Well, from This Means War. Me and Haley just watched that recently because she hadn't seen it before, and I was like, "Well, you have to see this one."
Wait,
I don't
which one
think I've
is that
seen
one? I feel like I've seen that, but which one is it?
With Chris Pine, Reese Witherspoon, and Tom Hardy.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought we saw it together.
Did we?
I feel like you and I watched it once with Jeff because Jeff hadn't seen it.
I'm pretty sure I
And
only
Jeff liked
watched
it.
it one time, and it was in Logan with my roommate.
Oh, then never mind. I don't remember
So
what
I
it was.
don't
now.
know. Anyway, what's the quote?
So the quote is, "We shall see about that we shall see."
We will see about that we will see.
Because so the whole premise of the movie is these two guys who are best friends. They work in the CIA, and they both happen to be dating the same girl.
Oh.
And so they use their CIA like abilities and like resources to outsmart each other and like sabotage each other's dates with her.
Oh god.
Because they're like, "Oh yeah, well, gentleman's agreement. Like whoever she picks at the end, like we have to be fine with it." And so anyway, it's so good. I think we should.
Yeah,
watch
I don't
it.
think I've seen that now that you're
I think we should
explaining it.
watch
I
that
don't
this
think I've
week
seen that.
because Jeff enjoyed it when he saw it because it has like both elements of like action and also romantic comedy.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Um,
good one.
So yeah,
I've wanted to see. Have you guys seen Night and Day?
yes, the one with is it Cameron Diaz?
Cameron Diaz and Tom Cruise.
Yes.
I don't think so.
I want to see it.
Maybe we
People
should
tell
watch
me
that.
It's really good.
Maybe we should watch that one.
Mm.
Add it to our list.
Okay.
Another one that like has made me cry laughing before. It's probably not even that funny to other people, but Yzma from Emperor's New Groove, when she's like, when they're like the people are like telling her how they like are hungry, they don't have food. She's like, "You really should have thought of that before you became peasants."
You really should have thought of that before you became peasants.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
I say things like that to Colton all the time. He'll be like, "I need to get the ladder." Or like, "I can't reach it." I'm like, "Well, you should have thought of that before you decided to be short." Or like something that like he has no control over. And it's just so funny. Because it's like, it's obviously a joke because we don't have any control over it, but it's just like hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
I just
he's like, "It's not my fault that you don't have what was it again? Food."
Oh yeah.
So
Oh my gosh.
I have an aside for anyone who's watching or listening. The Halls have this incredible ability to just remember quotes. And I remember people. I don't remember the quote. So I was telling, I think it was you. I was like, I hope our kid, like mine and Jeff's kids, inherit that like random ability that you guys have where you like we'll be watching a
I think
movie.
Jeff's the best at it.
Yeah, because we'll be watching a movie and he's just quoting it
No,
as
Jeff.
we're
All right,
watching.
listen. Jeff and I went like 10 plus years without watching VeggieTales.
Yeah.
We go back and watch it one time, and he still could quote like every single word.
telling
And I was
you.
like, "Oh yeah, I remember this," but like I could not like.
He's so good at that.
He's really good at it.
Yeah.
He's really good
It's
at
like
it.
we have the stupidest abilities. You know, like we can remember quotes from like 10 years ago, but can we remember any math? No.
No, absolutely
Can we
not.
remember any English? No. Nothing
Yeah.
useful out the window. So it's just stupid. But it's like, you know what? In the moment, It makes
Mhm.
a nice little joke.
Well, that's me with like knowing actors and actresses. And Cameron made fun of me the other night. He's like, "Oh, who's that actress?" And I was like, "It's Amanda Seyfried," because I'm, cultured. And he was like, "Of course you know that one." I'm like, "It's because I know the people. Jeff knows the quotes, and that's why together,
You guys make the ultimate team.
ultimate movie watching team." Anyway, so
I have one more.
Yeah,
All right.
rapid fire the rest of yours.
all right.
I'm tired of digging these holes, Grandpa. Let's just
Too
tune in bad.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
I saw something on Facebook where it was like me, like my brain for no reason, and it like inserts that. I'm like, yeah, seriously, like it just like pops into your
When I
head.
don't want to do something or I've been doing it for too long. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, Kim, rapid fire yours.
I just had one more that I have to say, and it's Bruce Bogtrotter.
Bruce Bogtrotter.
Do you guys know what that's from?
Harry Potter?
No.
Is it
No?
Matilda?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Matilda. I forgot.
Dude,
about
Matilda, that movie, I don't know how I feel about that movie.
It kind of is boring.
Well, it's kind of like sad / scary, but like it just makes you feel bad. But then it also like gets better. I don't know. I don't know how I feel
But,
about
like
that
the
movie.
family literally was like, "Yeah, let me just adopt my child to you." Like
Yeah, let's sign off
give
for our
my
child.
child to you. Like
Yeah.
that's just so that's so heartbreaking.
It is a
Yeah.
pretty wild movie, but it is a staple from my childhood.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, I'll hurry.
all right.
A few that I have to mention are, of course, we've talked about this a lot, but She's the Man. My eyes are closed. I see you for what you truly are,
Which is ugly.
Yeah.
We're clothes. I see you for what you truly are, which is ugly. We're done.
We're done. Honestly,
You
Let's
play the
see.
beautiful game, brothers?
Yeah.
Bro?
Or
Bros?
one that has like popped into my head a lot lately. This can be my last one. Lilo, when she's like, "Hello, Cobra Bubbles. Aliens are attacking my house," and she's just like so chill. She's just like, there's like chaos happening around her, and she's just on the phone. She's like, "Hello."
What have you done to the girl?
Hello, Cobra Bubbles. Aliens are attacking my house.
Aliens are attacking my house.
Her life is just
And
chaos.
so, like, I feel like in the moments where like things are just crazy, I'm like, "Hello, Cobra Bubbles." Like, aliens are attacking my house.
Oh my
I don't know, it
gosh.
just makes me laugh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's do our last trivia.
All right.
All right, it's from Colton, so
This one's hard.
probably gonna get it wrong. It's fine. Okay. Which of the following tools is a container container orchestration software used to automate software deployment, sealing, and management? Holy cow, sorry, he crossed some stuff out. Which of the following tools is a container orchestration software used to automate software deployment, scaling, and management? Holy cow.
I don't even know what half those words are.
Okay, it's A, Terraform, B, vSphere, C, Ansible, and D, Kubernetes. The thing for me is I've heard him talk about all these things.
I was gonna say.
I've never even heard of them.
Yeah, I know he works a lot with Kubernetes. I've heard him talk about Ansible, and I've heard him mention the other two, but I don't know. Container orchestration software. I kind of want to say it's Kubernetes, but then I feel like maybe he's trying to trick me.
Let's go with Kubernetes.
That feels good.
Kubernetes is good.
That feels good.
I mean, fun fact about Kubernetes is it's a really long, annoying name, and so they made a sign for it. So they do the K and then the number 8, and then they actually
Oh.
just call it Kates, and that means Kubernetes.
Oh.
It took me a long time to figure that out because he would like be talking about Kubernetes, and then all of a sudden he was talking about Kates. I'm like, Kates what?
Kate,
Yeah,
who?
who's Kate?
Who's Kate?
Yeah. Anyway, fun fact. K.
All right, D. Yeah, D. Let's go.
Oh! He was probably being nice. He's like, she's heard me talk about Kubernetes. Oh my gosh.
Well, as soon as you said it, I was like,
Sorry.
I don't know what half these things are, but that feels good.
I know. Well, what you were
Yeah,
just
I
like-
mean, he's explained all of these, so like I felt like Kubernetes was he talked about Kubernetes being containers, and so that's why I was like,
I don't think Wesley really tries to explain things to me because I just won't get it.
I mean, I don't understand a lot either, but sometimes he has to get so simple explaining it to me that he like
Yeah.
gets something. I don't know.
Well, it's usually when Wesley has a story about work and he's like, well, I have to give you background and I have to tell you like what this is so that like you'll understand why it's frustrating. You know?
Oh,
Something like
yeah.
that. And then he'll like say it and I'll be like, that is so frustrating. And then I like will forget the word this next second, you know? So, but it's fine.
Well, it's because it's like every now and then I just want to be like, I just want to like know what he actually does. Like when he's at work, like what is he doing? And so sometimes I'm like, what do you do?
Well, half the time I can't even explain what I do.
Yeah,
So like,
I know.
Same.
you know, you just do it.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to Discussions. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Discussions Podcast to check out weekly highlights of each episode. Make sure to listen in when you need a sister or 3. Catch you next week.